Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year. It is the first video of the year on my channel. I know that I have told you guys about my CoolSculpting experience, and I know that you guys did have a lot of questions. I always like to do a lot of research before I do something, and that's one of the main reasons why I love to do these videos for you guys, is because I've already put in, the time, the effort to do the research, to go get it done myself. And basically I would love to see, someone talk about their experience and all of that. I always think that that's just so helpful. So I just wanted to start off by saying that I also have 5 $100 gift certificates. The 5 of you will be getting $100 gift certificates, which you can use towards your cool sculpting experience. So I had my cool sculpting done at SkinSpirit in Los Gatos. That is about an hour south of San Francisco. And I had it done by Rebecca Hunter. She is so amazingly sweet and just so good at her job. She has such a passion for, the beauty industry and, making people feel good. So first off, I'm just going to explain what is cool sculpting. So the way cool sculpting works is that it is freezing the fat cells. So basically it's this big machine and it has an applicator, and that applicator is placed on your trouble area. It sits on the area for 35 minutes and it reaches really cold temperature in order to freeze away the fat. Now obviously I was a little bit afraid of how healthy is this, and are there side effects and all this stuff. So just got done with my first session of cool sculpting. So excited to see the results. Obviously it takes a couple weeks for all the fat cells that happen to story to completely be eliminated and leave the body, but not painful at all. And I thought I was going to be a lot more sore right now. If anything, I'm actually numb in those areas, and that will probably continue for a few days. So yeah, I'm really excited that I finally got this done.
Hi, my name is Rebecca and I do the cool sculpting treatments here at SkinSpirit in Los Gatos. And for those of you that may not know, cool sculpting is actually the world's #1 non-invasive fat removal procedure. So what that means is we are able to go in and treat targeted areas and remove fat by freezing those fat cells, and it's a permanent thing. So once you get rid of those fat cells, they are gone forever. And it is an amazing procedure because it is so non-invasive. So you can come in, have a 30-minute treatment, and then you can just kind of go on about your day. There's no needles, no surgery, no downtime, so it's amazing.
The side effects are that you will most likely have some numbing for a few days after, which I was totally okay with. Or another symptom is it could be that you are just pretty sore in that area, where it feels kind of bruised. And I definitely felt I could live with those side effects. That definitely wasn't something that bothered me. I actually feel like I do have a pretty high pain tolerance, but I do have to say that the whole experience, I think the most uncomfortable part is about 2-3 minutes after the applicator has been placed. When it starts to get really cold, you feel this kind of almost tingly, I don't even think my body was registering that it was cold. It almost felt like hot, like a burning kind of sensation, but I wouldn't even describe it as that. I honestly think on a scale from 1 to 10 in pain, it'd probably be a 2-3 at the most. And that lasts about 2 to 5 minutes. So each area varies. And honestly, I was on my laptop, I was watching YouTube videos, I was chatting with her, she brought me stuff to drink. So it's actually a pretty comfortable experience. So I think one of the main questions is if the fat's frozen, where does it go? So once the fat is frozen, it is crystallized and it eventually dies. So once those fat cells are dead, they will never come back. So once fat cells are crystallized, they are eliminated through the body just the way other dead cells in our bodies get eliminated. So going back to how this is done, and a lot of people have questions about pricing, how long it takes for each session, how many sessions do you need? So typically she explained to me that patients are happy with 1 session, which I thought that was amazing. I thought I was gonna need 3 to 6 sessions or something like that. Basically the way laser hair removal is or something. So she says that typically 1 session will remove 25% of fat in that area. which I thought was a pretty substantial amount for it being a procedure that is done, you know, awake, like you're not put under, it's not surgery. So I was definitely excited for that. And typically like over 95% of patients do see results. There are also different areas of the body. It doesn't have to be limited to what I had done. You can get your lower abdomen done. You can get like the sides of your back. She says that like the area kind of up here, it's called like, I guess, bra fat. Like that's a very common place, especially like in the summer when you wear tank tops and stuff. The chin is another one, and she said that at first they were testing to see, you know, like what effect this had on the skin. Obviously it is killing the fat cells, but like what happens to the skin afterwards. And they actually found that with the crystallization of the fat and the freezing, it actually has huge benefits on the skin, so it actually tightens the skin. So not only do you look thinner in that area, but the skin looks tighter. And that's when it was like approved to be done on your chin as well, because it's like tightening and you do get to remove some fat there if that's like a trouble area for you. So, and as far as price, you pay per applicator. So some places only have one machine, which means, say if you're doing like your love handles, if the place you're doing it at only has one machine, you can only do one side at a time. So where I was seeing, they definitely had two machines, which makes the experience so much faster and obviously much more of a breeze because you're doing two areas at once. And the pricing for it is about $750 per applicator. But I am so excited to finally see the results. I go in for my follow-up appointment like mid-February, and that's about like the kind of 6-week range. So by then I should have some results, and we will take photos and stuff, and I will share that with you guys. I definitely want to share, you know, like the process with you guys, and I'm trying to take photos, you know, like every 2 weeks so that we can kind of compare and look at the results. I do have to say, guys, that this was not easy for me to do. It was not easy for me to film and share with you guys. And I just know that with this type of video, I am going to have a few people that say, why are you doing this? Why don't you just work out? Like, why aren't you just natural? You're fine the way you are. I know that I'm just going to get those comments just because it happens in every video. I do want to give you just a little bit of a background. I'm not justifying in any way what I'm doing. Obviously, I'm an adult and I can obviously do whatever I want to my body, but I do want to explain, because I feel like if anyone, again, is in somewhat of a similar situation, they can maybe learn, you know, take these tips for their benefit. So you guys know the kind of health stuff I've been going through for the last 2.5 years with my surgery last year. And it's just been a hormonal imbalance. I had a huge fibroid removed from my uterus. And with that came, you know, like the up and down with the weight. And basically I was only like yo-yoing like 10 to 12 pounds, but still that will have a tremendous effect on your body. Leading up to the surgery, I'd gained about like 10 pounds. And then after surgery, really quickly, I lost about 12 pounds. So, and basically what Rebecca explained to me is when you do have a trouble area, like how do you know it's a trouble area? Because a lot of people can just be like, oh, like my belly is bigger than I want it to be, like, is that a trouble area? Or does it just mean that I have to lose weight? The best way to explain it and to see if that is a trouble area, it's basically the area that when you lose weight, it's still not where you want that area to be. And then when you gain weight, it is definitely the first place you gain weight. And that's definitely what it was for me. For me, it was always more like the flank and inner thigh area. And obviously, you know, like growing up, it wasn't like a big deal, but I did feel that the more that my weight fluctuated, those areas seemed to get worse. And even when I like lost the weight back to my original weight, it was, those areas were getting worse. But that's what this procedure is to help with. It is like when you've like exercised and you've, you know, been at your ideal weight, but there's still areas that you do want to work on or that you wish there was something you could do. This is it. I would never take this as obviously a replacement for like working out or like eating healthy in any way. But I know you guys are super smart and you know that already. But I just thought it would be important for me to explain like why I wanted this done and why this was so important to me. So yeah, like I said, this is still just the first step, but I am so excited to see the results, and not only to see them, but to share them with you guys. So if you guys still have any other questions, please go ahead and leave them down below. I will also leave the info and the link of where I had it done and Rebecca's info as well, because she's just so amazing. If you guys end up seeing her, you are absolutely going to love her. So in order to enter the giveaway, just leave your name and just a few words down below on why you would like to receive this gift certificate. Also follow me on Instagram at SylviaXReese, and I will be picking 5 of you and I will notify you on Instagram. Just leave your name down below and just a few words on why you would like to win this, or even if you know someone, if you would like to tag someone or offer this to someone, enter a way for them. I think that would be great also. Also, this is the perfect time to do it. Bikini bodies are created in the winter, not in the summer. And if I do see a lot of you guys interested, I will pick winners quickly and soon. So I'm hoping that within a week or so, I will pick the 5 winners. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.